Hi there, good morning. It's Councillor Glen, and it's September 28th. Hard to believe we're at the end of September. Today I'm in front of Maplewood Secondary School. This is Stittsville's brand new public high school. It finally opened on Monday. Great news for staff and students and parents, and a big thank you to Principal Krista Hudson for her leadership. It's great to see the school finally open. Being here in front of a school gives me an opportunity to remind everyone in the community, if you're driving near a school, to please obey the no stopping and the no parking signage. We've had bylaw out to do some blitz over the past couple of weeks, and they have handed out quite a few tickets and warnings. I always say those signs are there not to be an inconvenience to parents who might be dropping off their kids at school. It's not to annoy you. It's there for the safety of kids and also to ensure we have a flow of traffic happening. So please obey that signage. Now here at Maplewood, I know over the past week there's been a lot of traffic, especially in the morning between about 7:45 and 8 a.m. There are some new signs coming soon, some no parking restrictions and no stopping restrictions. And what we're going to do is direct traffic flow onto Bobolink, then Finsbury, then east down Cope with a drop-off area kind of in front of the school parking lot to keep things moving, to keep the roundabouts and Robert Grant moving and flowing a little better. So watch for more information if you're a parent at the school. Watch for more information from Principal Hudson coming soon. I'm not a huge fan of how we do traffic planning around schools. Typically, they wait until the school's open, look at the traffic flow, and then decide where to put the no parking and no stopping signage. I guess I understand why they do that. They want to see how things work in the real settings, but I think we can have a little bit more intuition about where those parking restrictions might end up being. Anyways, it is what it is. Not a great process. We're trying to improve that. There are some signs coming soon for Maplewood to improve traffic flow. A ton going on this week, a ton coming up. So here's some updates for this week. Le mercredi, on a célébré le Jour des Francophones Ontariens et Ontariennes. On a soulevé le drapeau au centre-ville, à l'hôtel de ville. Merci pour tous et tous qui ont participé le mercredi matin. Coming up on Monday is the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Our office will be closed. City services, a lot of city services are closed for the day in recognition. You'll see City of Ottawa flags flying at half-mast. And I'd encourage people to find an event to attend or take some time. There's lots of really good resources and information online relating to truth and reconciliation. So I encourage people who, whether or not you have that day off on Monday, take some time to get educated and to learn. Starting this week is the 3-item garbage limit, and I want to mention 3 things. First of all, what counts as an item? It could be a bin, it could be a single bag, or it could be an item like an old chair or something. Within a bin, you can put as many bags as can fit, as long as that bin is no more than 140 liters, or about 33 kilograms, I believe it is. That's quite a bit of space. We've had some questions about where to find 140-liter bins. There are some available online. Looks like most retail stores are stocking 121-liter bins or 133-liter bins. They're still quite large bins, and I think with the new program, we'll probably see some retailers bringing in some 140-liter bins in soon. I have 2 121-liter bins, and they're plenty. We very rarely, if ever, go over 2 bins with that. And the third thing that's come up is your recycling, your green bin, your yard waste is still unlimited. There's absolutely no limit on that. So if you haven't already started using the green bin, some people aren't aware, you can use a bag and put your compost in a bag, plastic bag, and then put it into the green bin. Sometimes people find that a little less messy, so there's a good tip. Lots more on the City of Ottawa website and on my website as well. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Last week, I think it was on Thursday or Friday evening, Ottawa Police did a big enforcement for excessive speeds in the West End on the Queensway, March Road, Huntmar Road, a lot of the major roads. And they handed out a ton of infractions related to stunt driving, some really egregious speeds, so good to see attention from police on that. And they're out all over the city, East End, South End, West End, doing that enforcement, because we are seeing some very, very high speeds and dangerous driving. Canadian Tire Centre, thank you so much for everybody who sent along your suggestions and wish lists for what you would like to see next at Canadian Tire Centre. I'm going to compile your answers and share that in the next week or so, but keep those ideas coming for what you'd like to see once the Senators move to LeBreton Flats. Now, keeping in mind it's a private site, so it is up to the Senators, but I think they're very open to public feedback, and it's interesting to see some of your creative ideas coming in. I've been speaking to the media a bit about vicious dogs, aggressive dogs. We've had a big rise in the number of reported incidents with aggressive dogs, and also a rise in the number of infractions issued by Ottawa bylaw and court summonses and so on. There's three things that I'd like to see. One is I want to see the province appoint more judges to the provincial courts, because that's where a lot of these cases are heard when dogs are seized or when there's serious incidents, and there's a real backlog. It can take months and sometimes over a year for these cases to get in front of the court. That's not good. I'm also asking the city to look at what they're doing in Toronto, where they have an online directory of dogs that have been, or dogs and owners that have been issued orders because of serious attacks and so on. And it's a voluntary program, but they ask owners of dogs with vicious, aggressive dogs to post a sign on their property so that the community knows. So we're going to watch how that works in Toronto. It's not perfect. There's some privacy issues. There's some voluntary requirements. So we're gonna look at that and see what we can adopt here in Ottawa. But let me know your thoughts. A lot of you sent feedback, so I appreciate it. On Tuesday, I was with some colleagues with the City of Ottawa and with Ottawa Community Housing as we celebrated the grand opening of the first building at Gladstone Village. This is a former federal site on Somerset, between Somerset and Gladstone. I think it was an old service depot, storage depot. Massive site. Eventually it's going to have over 1,200 apartments and a school and some recreation facilities and so on. But this is the first building. It's going to have 336 affordable units. The land was provided by the federal government, and the city provided some funding as well. So a really great story there. I attended on Wednesday a transit conference with different transit associations from all across Canada, so lots to talk about. Every transit system is facing a big budget problem right now, and I really appreciate the chance to sit down one-on-one with the chair of the Toronto Transit Commission, Jamal Myers. A great conversation with Jamal. And a reminder, tomorrow, Sunday morning, the LRT will be closed in the morning because they're doing some testing and integration with the eastern leg of the line that's going to be opening in the coming months. So a temporary and planned outage on Sunday morning so they can do that work when we have the least traffic on the train. Congrats to everyone involved in the Kiwanis Stittsville Youth Centre. They had their fall grand opening on Wednesday. Good turnout. They are looking for volunteers, and they're encouraging youth in our community to come out on Wednesdays and Thursdays. There's lots of activities there. You can get more information on the Kiwanis Facebook page, or you can email me and I can put you in touch if you're interested to volunteer, or if you're a student or a parent who'd like more information there. We are looking for volunteers for our winter outdoor rinks in Stittsville, and I want to mention 4 parks in particular where we'd like to find some more volunteers. Mary Durling Park, they've had a rink, but looking for some more helpers there. And 3 parks where there is infrastructure for a rink, but so far we haven't had any volunteers step forward. Mark Yakabuski Park, that's in Fernbank Crossing. Silas Bradley Park, that's in Edenwild. And Albert Argue Black Park, that's in Fairwind. So if you're neighbors with those parks, you live near those parks, and you'd like to get more information on helping out, please email me. Some upcoming events this weekend. Today is the Scouts Apple Day, so at a number of retail locations you're going to see our local Scouts selling apples as a fundraiser. The Stittsville Rockets tomorrow have a tri-hockey day for girls hockey. The Rotary International Film Festival kicks off on Monday. There's a Girls' Night In fundraiser on October 2nd, a fundraiser for Interval House, which is a great cause. And next Saturday we have our grand opening of Alfred McCoy Park, our commemorative naming ceremony. The park opened many years ago, but we'll be celebrating Alfred McCoy on Saturday morning at Alfred McCoy Park on West Ridge Drive. Two last reminders, I guess a reminder and a thank you. One is the city's contest to name the plow is open. It's open for kids in the community. Check out engage.ottawa.ca for more information. And thank you to everybody who's been participating in cleaning the Capitol. Thank you for sending us your photos. It's always great to see community volunteers together. And just thank you for everybody who's participated. If you still want to sign up a group, you can at ottawa.ca/clean. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you around the neighborhood this weekend. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.